Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles, and I welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show for you guys here today that we definitely want you guys to stick around for. So please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about the Lakers, right? We're going to be talking about the Lakers and my general confusion with this team. As we currently speak, I was just thinking to myself the other day, like, what's up with the Lakers? Like, what's going on with the Lakers? They just played against the Portland Trail Blazers, and they lost that game, right? They lost that game. It was a close game. Damian Lillard, I believe, had 40 points in that game. And it seems like the Lakers season has just kind of lost all of its fizzle. This entire season, the number one storyline for this team, at least, has been LeBron capturing the scoring title, right? We did the countdown from month to month to month, and LeBron was really pushing it. He was putting up big numbers every single night, it seemed like. And even on the night where he broke the record, he scored, I believe it was 38 points or something like that. He scored above 36 points because that's what he needed to break the record. But even in that game, something peculiar happened. And what was that thing? While LeBron was about to break the record, there was someone filming behind the Lakers bench. And in that moment, you saw, I think Anthony Davis looked like he walked out of the locker room, something like that. And all of his teammates were standing up, getting ready for LeBron to pass Kareem. And he was standing there. I mean, all the teammates were standing, and AD kind of stood up for a little bit. Then he sat down. And while LeBron was breaking the record, I don't even think AD actually saw it. And then after that, of course, the media got wind of what happened, and they started asking AD, hey, why didn't you stand up? Why didn't you show your support for LeBron? Is anything wrong? Is this and that? And some people started going at AD, right? You know, why didn't he show his support? Why did he stand up, right? And that kind of created a conversation. And then later on, we heard from Anthony Davis that he said that he was pissed off that they were losing the game. He was like, I was upset that we're losing the game. So my mind was at a different place. And some people kind of tried to read into that. And then AD ultimately shut that down and said, everyone knows the relationship between LeBron James and myself. He kind of put that to rest. This morning, while doing some research, I came across an article here from the Sports Rush. I mean, not from Sports Rush, from fadeawayworld.net. And it had some comments that Anthony Davis said that were just quite jarring to me. So basically, it starts off with the headline. Anthony Davis believes the Lakers can still finish among the top 10 in the Western Conference. The Los Angeles Lakers made quite a few changes to their roster on the trade deadline day, and their first game with the new group saw them get a win on the road against the Golden State Warriors. Spirits were high then as they headed to Portland to take on the Trail Blazers, but they weren't able to win back-to-back games. Damian Lillard stole the show, scoring 30 points in the first half and finished with a game-high 40 points as they beat the Lakers 127-115. It's the fourth defeat in the last 5 games for LA as they drop to 26-32 on this season. Time is running out for the Lakers, and there are just 23 games left, and the loss means they remain the 13th seed in the Western Conference. Anthony Davis, though, is confident they will finish in the top 10. Lakers Daily. Anthony Davis on if he thinks the Lakers can get into the top 10. I think these guys we have now, we can do it. We got to speed up the process. It'll definitely be challenging a little bit. They're new, and they're trying to learn the new system on both ends of the floor. I thought those comments were laughable. There was another article that I came across basically saying Laker fans are in worry after Anthony Davis deactivated his Instagram account. In the short career with the Los Angeles Lakers, Anthony Davis has already seen a lot of highs and lows with the purple and gold. Although Anthony Davis won the NBA championship with the team, he has also struggled to stay fit for an extended period of time. Anthony Davis deactivated his Instagram account after the Lakers lost against the Trail Blazers. The Lakers had been incredibly active around the NBA trade deadline and made some crucial changes to the roster. While the team has improved overall, it will take some time to get the chemistry between the players right. Keeping in mind the new look Lakers easily outplayed the Portland Trail Blazers in the 115-127 defeat. Davis scored 19 points, 20 rebounds, and 1 assist. Following the tough loss, the Lakers superstar decided to deactivate his Instagram account. Upon seeing this update about Davis, the Laker Nation was understandably worried about their star player. After all, it could be a subtle sign from AD about rethinking his future with the team. So that's what that article said there. So here are my thoughts on all of this. I think the Lakers are in flux and they're going through a transitional period, but no one is really talking about it. In my personal view, I think there are a lot of things happening with the Lakers. A lot of different things. Let's look at the various dynamics that are at play. You have AD. He's focusing on his health. He's come back. He seems like he's really trying to push the team to win. You have Rob Pelinka, who had been under a lot of pressure to make moves, and he did so by the trade deadline and pulled off a lot of moves. And we know that he tried to swing and get Kyrie Irving. Ultimately, it didn't work out, but he didn't rest. He kept working, and he was able to pull off some other trades with Russell and all these other guys. So we know Rob Pelinka. We have LeBron, who at one point, his kind of goal was to catch Kareem, which is clear. Right? And I don't know why people are just not straightforward. Like, it was clear. He said he was going to cry, he cried. Like, there's nothing wrong with just being straightforward. And now LeBron seems to be sidelined, and people are kind of wondering what his status is. To me, I think the Lakers are becoming a sideshow in the NBA right now. The reason I say that is because the organization doesn't really seem to have an identity or clear direction. What's the direction of the Lakers? What's the direction? What exactly are the Lakers doing? The one thing I do know is that I think that there's a disconnect between what the fans want and what people in the organization are actually trying to accomplish. I think Rob Pelinka is trying to put together a team. I think AD is trying to push. I think LeBron, in my personal view, just from looking at it from afar, I think LeBron is probably mentally checked out. I think once LeBron caught Kareem, I think he was over it. I don't think LeBron is playing because he thinks the team can win anymore. Another thing is, if I'm LeBron, and I'm not LeBron, obviously, I would be more sensitive in terms of optics, right? I would be more sensitive to the optics of Laker Nation, which is huge. The team is floundering. They're the number 13th seed. They need to get it going desperately and really kick things into gear. And it just doesn't really look good when you're, not to say LeBron shouldn't attend a Super Bowl or whatever. I don't care really. Talking about it from Laker Nation standpoint. I think it may rub a lot of fans the wrong way, and they may ask, well, if you're healthy enough to be attending all of these events, you're not healthy enough to suit up. I'm not saying that's what I think, because again, I don't really care, but I'm talking from a standpoint that I think a lot of Laker fans are feeling. And I think that at the end of all of this, I think by the time LeBron retires, by the time this thing is kind of over, I think the Laker fan base is going to be totally fractured. I think it's going to be totally fractured. I think they're diehard Laker fans that want to see the team do well, really bad. I think they're LeBron fans that want to see LeBron do very well, really bad. And it's kind of hard to go in one direction when there are various agendas at play. I don't really know what to say about the Lakers at this point. If it's coming to the point where Anthony Davis is trying to aim for the Lakers to be a top 10 seed, that's pretty pathetic. That's pretty pathetic. But, at least he's trying. At least we know that. At least we know he's trying. And when AD's been healthy this year, he's been putting up gaudy numbers that have been really contributing to W's. But I don't know what's up with the Lakers, to be honest with you. There's a lot of hoopla around Kyrie, and it seems like ever since they weren't able to get Kyrie, all the air just went out of the room. And I just hope LeBron hasn't checked out from the season. I just hope he hasn't checked out that, okay, I got my ring, I got my scoring record, so I'm done. But then again, maybe he thinks that there is no real hope for this team. So who knows? Question is, what are your thoughts about the state of affairs with the Lakers, and where do you think this team is going?